For millennia, a chilling tale has echoed across the desolate landscapes of Scandinavia, a story not of gods and thunder, but of something far older, far darker. It centers around a single, unsettling image: the Berserkers. We tend to think of them as savage warriors, fueled by ritualistic frenzy, but the truth of their origins is far more disturbing and intimately tied to the very foundations of Norse cosmology. These weren't simply men who had lost their minds, they were deliberately transformed. The prevailing theory, meticulously pieced together from fragmented sagas and archaeological evidence, suggests a practice of deliberate, controlled madness. Young men, often from the lower classes, would undergo a series of agonizing procedures, bone fracturing, likely involving the deliberate snapping of limbs, and the removal of the tongue, all designed to strip away their rational thought processes. The goal wasn't just to create warriors, it was to unlock something primal, something terrifyingly potent. Imagine the sensation, the searing pain of shattered bones, the disorienting silence of a voice gone, the overwhelming surge of raw instinct. The Berserkers weren't fighting with skill or strategy, they were embodying pure, unadulterated rage. Accounts describe them as impervious to pain, unable to speak, and utterly consumed by a single, horrifying purpose: to inflict death. What truly elevates this story beyond mere battlefield ferocity is the belief surrounding their transformation. The Norse saw these warriors as embodying the Jotun, the giants of ancient chaos, creatures born from the very fabric of the world before order. By physically altering themselves, the Berserkers were attempting to mimic this primordial power, to tap into a source of almost unimaginable destructive force. Archaeological discoveries, the unique weaponry, the specific wounds found on skeletons, even the very patterns of their settlements, all point to a dedicated, almost religious, devotion to this process. It wasn't a haphazard act of violence, it was a calculated attempt to invoke a dark and terrifying legacy. And as their reputation grew, as their raids became increasingly brutal and effective, whispers began to circulate about a deeper, almost symbiotic relationship. Were the Berserkers truly controlling the chaos, or were they, in turn, being consumed by it? The story of the Berserkers serves as a stark reminder that the most terrifying moments in human history aren't always born of ambition or ideology. Sometimes, they arise from a desperate, misguided attempt to connect with forces beyond our comprehension, forces that may have always been lurking beneath the surface of our world. If we understand the roots of our own primal fears, can we truly say we are safe?